Herc, what do you think of DC United's handling of the Wayne Rooney situation? And overall, do you think they should renew him?
What do I think of the handling of the situation? Regardless if they want to keep him or not, talk to the man. Don't keep him in the dark for months. That's just Bush League. That just screams small club mentality. It's like it's like, I want him to break up with me, you know, type of deal. Like, just do it. Now, should they keep him? Well, you said it yourself. It seems unjust, unfair that you don't even give the guy a year to work with, and you're going to get rid of him. He's had a little over 40 games, and you're already talking about letting him go. He came in last summer, and he came into a club that was struggling, and you know how Major League Soccer...
Last year was a wash. I mean, last year was, you know, there was nothing for him to do last year,
if you know Major League Soccer contracts, you just can't offload contracts, and what happens in the past affects your future. So, for example, he also expressed many times his displeasure with not being able to bring players in. He wanted to bring Jesse Lingard in. Jesse Lingard was on board. He couldn't because of salary cap restraints, because he couldn't bring him in this summer transfer window. So to go for all of a sudden a guy that's 37 years old, a young coach, who you said it yourself, comes in mid-year in the summer and wants to put his own imprint on this team and already just get him out? You're done?
Yeah.
When for the better part of a decade they held on to Ben Olsen and DC United was just mediocre? Now, that might not be on Ben Olsen, that may be on the organization not willing to spend, but now that you are going to spend, because you reminded me earlier, they're at top 5 in spending in Major League Soccer.
That's the thing, Wayne Rooney can't cry poor here. Wayne Rooney can't do what Ben Olsen could legitimately do and never did, which was cry poor. I'm not getting the financial support.
You can't use
Wayne
the
Rooney
money.
is getting that.
Seth,
Wayne Rooney is at least getting that.
A lot of that money is already there. So it's not smartly invested. It's not smartly spent. So players that he wants to bring in, he can't bring in because of existing contracts and these mechanisms that prevent you from bringing in players like a Jesse Lingard. So, no, you shouldn't get rid of him right now. You know, if he had a year under his belt, two transfer windows, and you could say, you know what, somewhat, this is your team, your players, then I'd say, yeah, get rid of him. But right now, it seems to me like they lack, DC United lack the...
Courage.
Courage is the great word. Thank you. Lack the courage to actually just go out and do something. Make a decision. They want Wayne Rooney to break up with them before they break up with Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, the treatment here of Wayne Rooney is poor, right? I think Bush League is a perfect way to put it. If somebody calls you and says, hey, am I going to work for you on a personal human level, right? You owe them a call back to say, hey, we're going to move in a different direction or not. It's not surprising. It's not surprising that an ownership group led by Jason Levy doesn't know how to treat people. Even Wayne Rooney, who is his sacred cow, even Wayne Rooney, that he doesn't know how to treat him. That's not a surprise. It is indicative, though, Herc. Because there's no way that DC United is not calling Wayne Rooney back for 2 months if they're planning to bring him back, right? That would be just incredibly unprofessional and a waste of time. I guess it wouldn't totally surprise me, but it would surprise me a little bit. They want to move on from him. They want to break up from him. I don't think they should either. One, because they have given him basically full-on player control. They've given him the money to invest in this team. He has invested. He's built it as he's wanted. You're basically all the way down this road with Wayne Rooney. If you pull out of this project right now, you're going to hand you want to talk about money from the past haunting a team, you're going to hand the next coach a roster that is full of guys that he may probably not want. I think you have to stick with Wayne Rooney if you're DC United. If I was advising Wayne Rooney, however, Herc, I would tell him to get out now. And I'll tell him this because I saw it with Ben Olsen. Jason Levy, the owner, one thing I'll never say about him is that he's stupid. He's smart. He's a smart guy, and he uses people as human shields. He did it with Ben Olsen for a decade. He let Ben take the bullets from the fans when he didn't spend. And Wayne Rooney is his next human shield. And Wayne Rooney is going to take the bullets for Jason Levy, and he doesn't have to do that. He can certainly get a better job, if not somewhere in MLS, somewhere in the championship, I would think.
Well, what a way to treat your shield.
Huh. Well, imagine.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.